Hi everyone, and welcome to the final webinar in our Simple Tools for Print and Packaging series. Today's topic is improving color accuracy with QC software. Presenting today is Richard Gray, a solution architect at X-Rite Pantone. I'm Robert Grotans, the Global Technical Marketing Manager, and I'll be moderating today's webinar. A few things to go over before we get started. Due to the number of people that are attending today's webinar, we will keep everyone muted. If you have questions, please use the questions function on the GoToWebinar panel, and we will have time, as always, to answer a few at the end. Finally, this webinar will be recorded, and you'll receive a link so that you can review the webinar at your convenience. This link should go out tomorrow. So with that, I will turn it over to Rich to get things started.
Thanks, Robert. Hello, everyone. Thanks for taking the time for attending this webinar today. As Robert just said, we're going to be looking today at our software package ColorCert QA tools and how this can improve your quality control performance by using your instrument tethered up to some software. We're going to go through some key facts through the next few slides. Okay, so the ColorCert suite of software offers various functionality, and there's an entry-level QC software called ColorCert QA tools. We're going to look at this in a little bit more detail and look at some of the key benefits this can bring you over and above using your instrument in a handheld mode. Okay, so the first thing to mention is the fact that the software itself is very flexible. There are installers for both the latest build of PC, Windows 10 compatible, and also Mac installers as well. Okay. Software is based around a cloud-based licensing server. So to install and license is a single key which is provided to you. The software is automatically licensed through our cloud-based server. Any additional licensing options or renewals are then automatically pushed down to the software directly. Okay. This gives a lot of flexibility if you have a company which may want a range of different software suites and different modules, and everything can be managed centrally, nice and easy. For those of you who attended some of the early webinars on the Exact handheld, you may be familiar with the concept of Pantone Live. Okay, now all of our quality control software also has all of this functionality, either in subscription mode or in what we call default user access. This then gives the user and operator access to all of the latest Pantone master coated and uncoated libraries. These were updated in September last year to include an extra 297 colors. These, as part of the software suite, as you can see from the screenshot below, are automatically accessible in the software without username or password. You can then use this color data directly in the application, create your own databases, do your own quality control directly to these. Having this functionality means you're pulling the data directly from the Pantone server, so you're always up to date, and also there's no danger of having out of date individual colors. Quality control software also gives you the flexibility to connect up multiple instruments or different instrument types more specifically. Just to expand on that a little further, typically in graphic arts, what we call a 045 or 450 geometry instrument is used, typically the Exact. Okay, this is very commonplace for measuring all types of different print and packaging. However, there are some limitations. If you have, for example, a very high luster metallic, or you have ink applied directly to a metallized substrate, then a different geometry of instrument has to be used, typically what we call a sphere instrument. Okay, our CI6 range, which you can see on the screenshot, is also fully supported, and we can have different databases for different geometries of instruments for different types of substrate. This can all be managed centrally in the software. Again, you may just need a single seat of software on a single client PC or Mac, in which case all of the data can simply reside on that PC or Mac quite easily, and that's the default in the software. However, you may want to network multiple installs of the software together, in which case all of the user data that it creates and looks for on startup can be networked. This is very easy functionality in the software, where I can point the software individually to a root network drive, and all of the folder structures are created for me automatically. The QA Tools function also has the option of connecting into industry standard databases, such as Microsoft SQL. This can be centrally hosted and then put down to individual software platforms. Some of the functionality in the software, which again, those of you who are familiar with the X-Rite device will already know about, is enhanced with the use of extra graphics. Okay, so there's a functionality in the X-Rite called Best Match, and this is a very handy function which gives the operator an estimation of how close they could get to a particular color target with a particular ink or press adjustment. Okay. In the QA Tools suite, this is far more easy to navigate. As you can see from the screenshot, you get extra graphical information as to what the best solution would be if a color was out of specification for any reason. Okay. Again, the software suite is set up to be easy to use for entry-level operators, but has sufficient administrative properties so that the more advanced user can get extra data out. So one of the functionalities which we've introduced in the QA suite is this measure and find functionality. So pretty much a keyboard-free style operation in the software once the software started up. A simple measurement with an instrument to any color target at all will instantly bring up a list to the operator of all of the closest standards within that particular database. The operator can simply choose the one which is most appropriate. Further quality control can be done directly to that standard, and that standard can simply be locked for measurement, and any number of trials could be taken and measured against it. Again, no manual typing in of codes, far easier for the operator. Again, if you want to then share data across multiple clients, the database itself can be password protected, and different users can have different options available to them in terms of what they can and can't do. So some of the functionality in the software will allow certain users to create and edit standards. Other users will have this option disallowed. This allows you then to have specific users who can create and manage specific color standards. Other users who then simply have read-only access. Again, one of the big benefits of PC or Mac-based software over a standalone instrumentation is the ability to produce customizable reports easily and quickly. A couple of examples there for you on this slide. Here you can see a simple report produced by measuring two different samples. Here a PDF can be created quickly and easily. The header on the top of the PDF can also be customized. Put your own customer logo on it. This can then be formatted in PDF format, instantly emailed to a customer. And finally, one of the more useful functions in some of the software suites that ColorCert Manager gives, which is Ink Room Tools, is that there is a separate function called Build Finder. This is like a digital color picker, whereby a color standard can be measured directly from a print or brought in from the database, such as a Pantone color, And you can simply compare that color standard against any known press profile. This could be a generic ISO profile, for example, or it could be something specific to your own process. This is very popular with both ink manufacturers, digital printers. It then allows them to also see whether a particular measurement of a spot color is actually achievable by printing in it in a 4-color channel, yellow, magenta, cyan, black scenario. Again, extra functionality which isn't available directly on a handheld device. And again, this can also be then reported on directly, put back into pre-press software if necessary. Thanks for your time today on this short 10-minute webinar on ColorCert QA tools. You'll also find these links in the chat box that Robert's provided. One of the points is that our color theory course, Understanding the Number of Color, is also still available free of charge using the link during this lockdown period.